Good day everyone. Before I start about my report, I would like to introduce first myself. My name is Rahima Limba, BE Ed 4th Irregular. So my topic is all about the frequency distribution and the graphic representation. My task is to report on how present and solve the cumulative percentage frequency lesser than and the greater than. And also if how to present the data using a different bar graphs, the first thing to do is if you have the book of Assessment of Student Learning 2, you can open the page 80, table 4.5. As you can see, the one example of presenting and solving cumulative frequency lesser than and greater than, and also cumulative percentage frequency. And now let's proceed to the table of 4.5, the given example of the book. How to find the cumulative frequency lesser than. So as you can see, this is the table of 4.5. To find the total number of the given number frequency, you must add first the all numbers of frequency. So we have 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 9, 6, 4, 3, 3, and 2. To get the total numbers of frequency, also you must add all the numbers. You must add the numbers 3 to 5. So 3 plus 5 is equals 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 5 equals 17. 17 plus 6 equals 23. 23 plus 9 equals 32. So 32 plus 6 equals 38. 38 plus 4 equals 42. 42 plus 3 equals 45. 45 plus 3 is equals 48. And 48 plus 2 equals 50. So the total number of frequency is 50. So we must write the 50 here. And now we will going to compute the frequency lesser than. First, in the first row is the number that you will write here is the total number of frequency, which is 50. 50 going to write here, okay? Then to find the next cumulative frequency lesser than is you will going to deduct or subtract the number 3 to 50. So 50 minus 3 equals 47. So 47 minus 5 is equals 42. 42 minus 5 equals 38. 38 minus 6 equals 33. Same you will do at the next row. So here is 27, 18, 12, 8, 5, and 2. So you will subtract the frequency, the total number, the remaining, and so on and so forth. Then that would be the last row is number 2. And now, next let's proceed to the cumulative frequency greater than. If you're going to start compute the cumulative frequency greater than, you will go at the bottom here. You will write here the 50, because if we say cumulative frequency greater than, you will go into start at the bottom. So you will write the 50. So 50 minus 2 equals 48. Here the frequency is equals to 48. And 48 minus 3 is equals to 45. So 45 minus 3 is equals to 42. So on and so forth. So 8 minus 5 is equals to, and that would be the total or the computation of cumulative frequency, the lesser than and the greater than. So now let's proceed to cumulative percentage is lesser than percent and greater than percent. How to solve or compute the greater than percent and lesser than percent. How to find the cumulative percentage frequency lesser than. So we have here the formula. So this is the formula of the CPF lesser than. CPF lesser than is equals to CF over N, the number of cases, times 100%. So the word CPF rather, it's represent the cumulative percentage frequency, and F cumulative frequency, and also N is the number of cases. So that will be the mean of the abbreviation. So CPF lesser than is equals to CF lesser than times 100%. So now the formula here is to find the first row of cumulative percentage frequency lesser than. So CF, and now 50 CF cumulative frequency is equals to CF frequency lesser than 50. So we will write here the 50 and 50 also, because the number of cases is 50. The next 50 divided by 50 equals to 1 times 100%. Is equals to 100%. So you will write the 100% here. Okay, so the cumulative percentage frequency lesser than is 100%. So we will percent. So the next is CF 40 cumulative frequency is CF lesser than equals to CF times 1% over N. So is 47. Second, 47 divided by 50 is equals 0 times. So wait. Equals 4%. So we will also and so on and so forth. So the same how to get the cumulative percentage. 84. The cumulative frequency greater than is how to cumulative frequency greater than. So we have the formula to find the CPF greater. So this is our formula. CPF greater than equals to C greater than times 100. Percentage frequency greater than is equal to cumulative frequency greater than over N times 100. So CF represent of the cumulative frequency greater than is to 3 because in the first row frequency P is equals 0.06. We will write here the 0.0 times. So the answer is 6. So I'm going to write here the 6% frequency greater than 6. Go formula of CPF equals to CF greater. The CPF or cumulative percentage greater than is equal to cumulative greater than of n times 100. So CF of the 3, because in the first row here 3 divided by 50, 100% is 2. And so we will write the 6% here. So that is the cumulative percentage frequency greater than percent. So next, row 5 is CF is equals to CF greater than times divided is equals to 0.16 times 16%. Then we will going to write and so on and so forth, saying what you will do in the next row. So here is 46, 64%. %76%. At 96 and 1%. Would be all the cumulative percentage you can get, while using the formula of cumulative be the total make my own examples of cumulative frequency. So the class interval is 91 to 90, 96 to 98, 81 to 85, 72 to 74, 66 to 70. So the frequency is 96564. So the total number of frequency is 30. So before I start to compute the frequency lesser than, I will going to compute the frequency lesser than in the first row that we write here at the total number of frequency, which is the number of 30. We're going to write in the first row, and to find the next cumulative frequency lesser than is, you will go to subtract the number 9 to 30. So 30 minus 9 is equals 21. 21 minus 6 equals 15. 15 minus 5 equals 10. 10 minus 6 is equals 4. So that is the cumulative frequency lesser than. And now we are here to cumulative frequency greater than. Before to start to compute the cumulative frequency greater than, you will go first at the bottom. So you must write the 30 at the bottom. So 30 minus 4 is equals 26. 26 minus 6 is equals 20. 20 minus 5 equals 15. 15 minus 6 equals 9. And that's the total or the computation of cumulative frequency lesser than and the greater than. So let's go to cumulative percentage lesser than percent and greater than percent, and how to solve or compute the greater than percent and the lesser than percent. To find the cumulative percentage frequency lesser than, so we have a formula, CPF. So in the cumulative percentage frequency lesser than percent, so the formula is CPF lesser than equals cumulative frequency lesser than over n times 100%. So 30 divided by 30 times 100% is equals 1. So 1 times 100 is equals 100. So we will put the 100% in the cumulative percentage frequency lesser than. So so 100%. The second row is CPF lesser than equals CF over n, the number of cases, lesser than times 100. So 21 divided by 30 is times 100% equals 0.7 times 100% is equals 70%. So we will write the percent at the second row of 100%. So the same, also the CPF lesser than equals CF lesser than times 100% over the number of cases. So 15 divided by 30 times 100 equals 0.5 times 100% is equals 50. So you must write the 50 at the third row of 70. So next, for CPF, rather, the cumulative percentage frequency lesser than is equals to cumulative frequency over n, the number of cases, times 100%. So 10 divided by 30 times 100, so equals 0.3 times 100 is equals 30. So you will write the 30 in the cumulative percentage frequency lesser than percent. Next, CPF lesser than equals CF times 100% over n, the number of cases. So 40 divided by 30 is equals 0.1, as 0.13 rather times 100%. So the answer is 13%. So let's go to the cumulative percentage frequency greater than percent. So CPF greater than equals to CF over N times 100. So 9 divided by 30 is equals 0.3 times 100 is equals 30. So you will going to write the 30. And next, CPF greater than, this is the formula, CPF greater than equals to CF over the number of cases equals times 100%. So 15 divided by 30 equals 0.5 times 100. The answer is 50%. So you write the 50% at the bottom of 30% in the cumulative percentage frequency greater than. So next, CPF greater than is equals to CF over N, the number of cases. So 20 divided by 30 times 100. So 20 divided by 30 is equal 0.6 times 100. So the answer is 60. So you write the 60. And next, CPF greater than is equal CF over N times 100. It always write the formula of this CPF greater than. So 26 divided by 30 is equal 0.86 times 100%. So equals, the answer is 86%. So you already know this case. The 86 is there in the bottom of 60%. So the last, CPF greater than, you must write first the formula. CPF greater than equals to CF over N times 100%. So 30 divided by 30 is equals 1. 1 times 100% is equals 100. So the total is 100%. So that is how to get the cumulative percentage frequency lesser than percent and greater than percent. Here in the frequency distribution and midpoints, so 91 to 90 is 91 plus 90 equals 181 divided by 2 equals 90.5. So the midpoints is 90.5. Second, 96 to 98 is 96 plus 98 is equals 194 divided by 2 is equals 97. So we will put the 97 at the midpoints. And third, 81 to 85 is 81 plus 85 equals 166 divided by 2 is equals 83. So we must put the 83 at the midpoints in the third row. So next, 72 to 70 is 72 plus 74 is equals 146 divided by 2 is equals 73. So we are ready to put the 73. So the last, 66 to 70 is 66 plus 70 is equals 136 divided by 2. So the answer is 68. So our midpoint is 68. So the number of frequency is 96564. And the cumulative frequency lesser than and the greater than, so we have 30, 21, 15, 10, 4. The cumulative frequency greater than is 9, 15, 20 to 26 and 30. So that is my own examples of cumulative frequency. The third sample of bar graph is on the acceptability of the quality attributes of milk fish bones, luncheon meat, and pork luncheon meat as investigatory project of student C. There are two variables in this project, namely canned milk fish bones, luncheon meat, and pork luncheon meat. They are evaluated organoleptically by 20 panelists using the 9-point hedonic scale. Table 4.7 presents the acceptability of the quality attributes of canned milk, fish bones, and pork luncheon meat. Table 4.7 acceptability of the quality attributes of canned milk, fish bones, and pork luncheon meat. So quality attributes: color, milk fish bones mean X1 8.0, interpretation like very much. Pork mean X2 8.1, interpretation like very much. Other, milk fish bones mean X1 8.3, interpretation like very much. Pork mean X2 8.1, interpretation like very much. Flavor, milk fish bones mean X1 8.7, interpretation like extremely. Pork mean X2 8.2, interpretation like very much. Texture, milk fish bones mean X1 8.2, interpretation like very much. Pork mean X2 8.0, interpretation like very much. General acceptability, milk fish bones mean X1 8.0, interpretation like very much. Pork mean X2 8.1, interpretation like very much. Scale: 9 to like extremely, 8 to like very much, 7 to like moderately, and 6 to like slightly. Here's the bar graph on the acceptability of the quality attributes of canned milk, fish bones, and pork luncheon meat. Okay, quality attributes. First is color. So the mean X1 of color orange is 8.0, interpretation like very much, and the pork mean X2 of the blue color is 8.1, interpretation like very much. Second, other, color orange mean 8.3, interpretation like very much, and the mean X2 of color blue is 8.1, then interpretation is like very much. Third, flavor, the mean X1 is color orange 8.7, interpretation like extremely, and the mean X2 of color blue is 8.2, like very much. Fourth, texture, mean X1 color orange is 8.2, like very much. Mean X2 color blue is 8.0. The interpretation like very much. And the last is general acceptability. Mean X1 of color orange is 8.3, and the interpretation like very much, and the mean X2 of the blue color is 8.1, like very much. And that's all. Thank you.